What is up, everybody? It's your girl Zuri. So today I kind of wanted to give a little, update and kind of video on my dreadlocks, how I got them, what made me, interested to get them, and kind of just questions that I have gotten so far with my locks, and just my response to those questions, and just information regarding my hair, pretty much. So for starters, for a dread update, so I would have to say it's been an interesting journey with my locks. And let's start off with saying why I got dreads. So why I got dreads or locks, whichever you prefer to say, is ultimately, my brother passed away 2012. I got them 2013, I believe. And pretty much I've gotten my dreads because, I just felt like it was something I was going through in my life, in my soul and in my spirit, where I just wanted a change within myself. So by me doing my hair, that allowed me to escape to what I was feeling at that moment. So what made me get them was pretty much when I first met my baby's father, aka my fiance, my boyfriend, my best friend, whatever you want to call it. He always wanted dreadlocks. He would always say he wanted dreadlocks, and I was always just kind of like cool, you know what I mean? But it wasn't really like something I was interested in. My father had dreads, both of my brothers had locks, so it wasn't anything that was surprising to me or something I wasn't used to, or etc. It just wasn't something I at that moment was mature enough to be interested in. You know what I mean? So that was that. So we were together, 2011. So my brother passed away 2012. And then one day, me and my sister, after my brother passed away, we were in the bathroom. And she was like, out of everyone in the family, I feel like you would be someone to get dreads. And, we were smoking, we're chilling, we're doing our thing. And I was like, oh, you think? No way. Let me look up, a few, women with dreads. Because at that moment, I didn't know how to think for myself. I felt like if I saw it look cute on someone else, then I was like, oh, I'll do it. But I didn't know, how to truly understand life and what you need to do for yourself, and it'll look good for you. Don't worry about how other people look. And yours isn't going to look exactly like other people, so get that out of your head as well, type shit. So pretty much I was like, wow. So that day, I started them. I did them myself, which not saying I don't recommend, but if you can do it naturally, where you're able to pretty much be patient enough to allow, your hair to transition into locks, it'll be beneficial for you in the long run. There are people who's done twist and ribs in other different methods where they're okay. I'm okay, but there's different consequences that I had to suffer down the long run, which I will explain in this video. So pretty much that's what made me get them. So my older sister, and then just me, what I was going through in my life, it kind of just matched up, and it was easier for me to just kind of do what I needed to do. So how long that I had them? So with that being said, it's 2019, so 12, 13. So yeah, I had them for 7 years, pretty much my whole relationship with my husband, aka whoever you want to call him. So 7 years I've had my dreads, and many people will be like, well, why aren't they long, or the transition of them? Well, that's what we're kind of going to discuss in this video. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because I've been always wanting to do an update you know, with my hair and stuff, but I've never really had the courage or never really had the steps to do it. Now that I'm on my journey with making sure I moisturize my hair and doing the correct steps to make sure they grow correctly, I want to show you guys through videos and through, you know, personal experience in real life stuff instead of just waiting for the last minute. So, you know, I had them for 7 years or whatever. They went through a lot of transitions. I was going through a transition where, I wasn't dyeing my hair a lot, so my hair, and I was like really obsessed with taking care of my hair. So I would twist it, I would put olive oil, and, you know, over time, I definitely saw how that has helped my hair, you know what I mean? And I definitely see how, it allowed it to be somewhat, you know, firm and kind of healthy. But, you know, the hair dyeing and the constant, like not really moisturizing it enough or the way you should with different products that really work for your hair, not just throwing things on your hair. You know, I was going through a tough time in my life where I wasn't really focusing on my hair the way that I would have liked. You know, drinking the water that I should be drinking, eating the way that I should. I was kind of neglecting that state and kind of just taking advantage that I had dreads. So, you know, they're not really flourished the way they should be, plus the way that I did them. The fact that I twist and rip them kind of had that thing where some broke off, as you can see. And like in the front, you can see some broke off in the front. These used to be, you know, long, but honestly, a lot of people, you know, that really scares them and stuff. But for me, and what I see it as is, you know, take the steps that you can take at the moment. Don't look at it like, oh, this is how my hair is going. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad. You know, my dreadlocks, the way they grew, they were like, you know, I'm gonna show you guys a few pictures, or, you know, if you look on my page, you can obviously see some pictures that my hair maybe look longer. And it also goes into how your hair is dyed. Because when your hair is lighter, it looks longer. And when it's darker, it looks shorter. So whenever I dyed my hair brown or blonde, like visually to me, I'd be like, oh, it looks longer. And other people would be like, your hair's growing. And then when I dye it black or a darker shade, they're like, did you cut your hair? Like, what happened? And then plus with the transition with it breaking off some parts. And it's only certain parts, which I'll show you guys kind of what I mean, that will end up breaking off, and you could just tell by the end of it how it feels at the end. And although this is short, it's okay because it's gonna grow, and this is why I'm doing this video, because I want to show you guys the journey and the transition that I go through with my hair, and the tips and the products that I'm doing, my hair maintenance, kind of what I do. I really want to get passionate about it and, you know, express my excitement and stuff. So, yes, so let's continue with the video and kind of stay on track with what we're talking about. So, and that's why I have my phone. I'm not on Instagram or Snap. I'm looking in my notes because I get so distracted and you guys will literally just hear me talk the whole time about nothing. So what made me get them? How long? So I had them for 7 years. What do I recommend? What I recommend is what I said. If you want to start dreadlocks, do it. The best way is seasonal. And a lot of people are like, well, why? You know what I mean? Personally, as time goes by, you will see the benefits of your patience. And you will begin to see certain things and steps that you've taken that are really beneficial for your hair. Whether it was, you know, moisturizing it, twisting it. Some people overdo it. You know, I'm kind of like the laid back side, which you can kind of see within my hair. And plus my hair was always really curly and stuff. And I was always that chick who really didn't do my hair like that. So obviously transitioning to dreads, it's not going to be different unless I really change that characteristic within myself. And that's what I'm trying to learn and do as I get older. But everyone has their own way and their own style. And they know their hair. They know if they do this, they could have this. But what I'm trying to do is do this, see what this does, and continue to do this if this is helping that. So not just doing things that are just for the fuck of it or not really benefiting you in any type of way. You know what I mean? But back to what do I recommend regarding dreads. I would say I recommend just, take care of your hair the way you should take care of your hair. Your hair is like a plant. It needs love, attention, moisture, all of those different things to be able to blossom. It's not going to be able to blossom if you're not giving the proper attention and love that it needs. And that's just facts with everything. Everything needs to be nurtured like a plant. You don't need to be over it, hovering it all the time. But at the same time, still do different things that are going to be beneficial in the long run. And you will see that. So what I recommend is just staying natural. You don't need to order all these fancy twist things, these fancy products, fancy this. Most of the things that you need for your dreads, it will be in a natural element, meaning honey, lemon, olive oil, coconut oil. Those things are cheap. You can find coconut oil at the $99 Dollar Tree, olive oil, $99 Dollar Tree, whatever you want to call it, organic, not whatever. Water is free. You know what I mean? So just use the natural elements for your hair, and then as you get more mature and start learning, what you like for your hair, then experience and kind of do different things where, you like this certain product and this and that. The thing with products to me is, I like it and all. Like, obviously, I usually like using things that have things in it that I naturally already use, olive oil and stuff. Like, I love that olive oil gel. Anyways, oh my God, see, I'm going crazy. I want to do a separate video on the products that I like for my hair. That is like, okay, you can buy that. That's not natural. And then I'll show you guys the natural products that you could just literally have. I'm sure you have it in your grandma's cabinet or something. That's how simple it is. There's nothing to it. So what I recommend is just, keeping it natural. Have the